Welcome, folks, to Richmond International Raceway. Built all the way back in 1946 for what is today the Virginia State Fair, this track has changed quite a bit over the years, but it still offers fantastic side by side racing with multiple grooves possible. So, join us here today for the Toyota Owners 400. As the field does their pace laps, let's go through today's starting lineup. On the pole today is the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman with a blistering speed, followed by Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, and Jimmy Johnson for your top two rows. Next up in row 3, Martin Truex Jr. and Denny Hamlin. Carl Edwards and Kevin Harvick come next. Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson round out our top 10. With an impressive 11th place starting spot is the rookie Ryan Blaney, followed by Joey Logano, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Matt Kenseth, Paul Menard is 15th, another rookie in Chase Elliott is 16th, Jamie McMurray, Casey Kane, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and then Tony Stewart starting in the 20th spot. In the last few spots are Eric Almirola, Casey Mears, Austin Dillon, Danica Patrick, the final rookie, and Chris Buescher, Michael McDowell, and Trevor Bayne. And the green flag waves here in Richmond, Virginia. 20 laps ahead of us. Let's see how this goes. Ryan Newman with a strong start already off in the turn 1. Kurt Busch falling in line right behind him as Keselowski and Jimmy Johnson battle for 3rd and 4th spots. Newman rounds through 3 and 4, and he will lead lap 1. Kurt Busch right behind him. Jimmy Johnson, Brad Keselowski still fighting for that 3rd spot. Things are settling out in the field right behind them. You see Carl Edwards back there jockeying for some position with Kevin Harvick. Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson also fighting for that 9th spot on the racetrack. Ryan Blaney still maintaining his spot in 11th as the best rookie in the field, as you see Dale Earnhardt Jr. go by Joey Logano there for the 12th spot. Things are settling out toward the front as you see Jimmy Johnson is passed by Brad Keselowski for that 3rd spot. You see Martin Truex looking now at Keselowski for the 4th spot on the track. And Kurt Busch is getting a bit closer to Ryan Newman for the lead. There he goes. Kurt Busch dives under Ryan Newman as they go into turn 1 here on lap 4. Busch has the position on him, but Newman is holding strong on the outside. As everyone knows, it is very hard to pass Ryan Newman. All this does is allow Jimmy Johnson to get closer to the two of them on the track. This time coming out of 4 onto the front stretch, it's Kurt Busch leading that lap, but by no means is Ryan Newman done with them as they head down to the turns 1 and 2 here. We have a wreck mid-pack. That is Chase Elliott, Eric Almirola who are caught up in that one. Let's see what happened to have put those cars in such a bad condition in the wall right there. Pretty clear both of them are going to be out of the race. So we come in the corner here. Oh, we see a tap from Ricky Stenhouse right there on the Chase Elliott, and Eric Almirola just has nowhere to go after that. Unfortunate result for those two, but we continue on. Green flag back out here on lap number 6 of 20. Kurt Busch is still the leader here, but he's going to get a strong challenge from Ryan Newman. Shame about that caution. It ruined what was going to be a great battle between the two of them. It continues here, though. Ryan Newman holding strong there on the outside as we go in the backstretch. That's the great thing about Richmond. Multiple grooves of racing possible, and it looks like Newman really likes that high side. But Busch will just barely lead that lap there as Ryan Newman continues to pull up hard on the outside, and you can just see how the momentum carries him into the turns here. Coming down the backstretch, it already looks like Newman's going to be able to clear him. Almost. Kurt Busch sends it in really hard there in 3 and 4, trying to make it stick, but he can't. Jimmy Johnson comes up beside him, trying to take 2nd spot away as Ryan Newman stretches out his lead. That was a bold move by Kurt Busch there, trying to get it. Didn't quite pay off, though, as Jimmy Johnson definitely has the advantage for the 2nd spot now. Martin Truex has already secured down the 4th spot. Kevin Harvick up on the move as he's making his way around Brad Keselowski on the outside lane. And this time, as Jimmy Johnson sends it down to 1-2, it looks like he has indeed cleared Kurt Busch. As Martin Truex makes his way through, it looks like Busch is really not good on the outside here. In the latter half of the top 10, you can see the two JGR teammates, Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin, duel for the 8th spot. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has made his way up inside the top 10. Kyle Larson and then Ryan Blaney still continuing to hold on. Oh, we have a caution in the back. Huge wreck. Lots of action there. What in the world happened there? Let's see a replay. So we see Austin Dillon getting the wall after contact from Danica Patrick. Then she gets down to Casey Mears, and it's just a whole mess after that. Nowhere for Blaine and Chris Buescher to go, and Michael McDowell just decides to stop it and stop right there and wait for that all to be cleaned up in front of him, and I do not blame him one bit. Red flag out here at Richmond International Raceway. Cleanup is finished, and our race officials are signaling that it is time to get back going here at Richmond. 5 cars involved in that wreck, all of them taken out. Danica Patrick, Casey Mears, Austin Dillon, the rookie Chris Buescher, and Trevor Bayne. That wiped out quite a bit of the back part of our field. The big beneficiary there was Michael McDowell, who started all the way back in the second to last spot. But nonetheless, it's time to get back going. 10 laps down and 10 to go here at Richmond. Ryan Newman gets a fantastic start there heading into turn 1. He already has the lead. Jimmie Johnson falls right in behind him. Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick fighting for that third spot. Kurt Busch sitting back in 5th. Behind them, you see the JGR teammates tussling with Brad Keselowski for the 7th, 8th, and 9th positions. But up front, it is still Ryan Newman with the lead. He's held the lead for the majority of this race so far, and he has certainly looked like the dominant car. Newman's lead is stabled out in the front. Let's take a look back in the pack a little bit. Paul Menard has 12th, and Matt Kenseth is taking it away from him right now as he clears Paul Menard in the backstretch. Up at the front, it's still Ryan Newman with the lead, but there is a battle brewing behind him for the 5th spot. Right now, Kurt Busch has it. Carl Edwards wants it. Busch continues to drift back in the pack a little bit, but Carl Edwards is strong on the inside. Behind him is Kurt's brother Kyle. He goes on the inside here with Carl Edwards. Edwards clears in the front stretch. Now Busch has to fend off his brother Kyle. Up at the front is still Ryan Newman with the lead, but Jimmie Johnson is starting to catch him a little bit, and so is Martin Truex. A 10th here, a 10th there, but at Richmond, that's all that matters at a short track. But time is running out here. It's lap 15. They don't have very long to go with either Truex or Johnson, maybe Kevin Harvick. Someone has to catch Ryan Newman, or it's all going to be over here soon. Johnson's running a great line there as he comes onto the front stretch. What was going to happen? He dives low. He goes high. The double cross there from Jimmie Johnson. He's now battling Ryan Newman for the lead, but Martin Truex is right there beside him. Johnson's great on the outside, though. We know this already. He's really taking the fight to Newman. Who does Martin Truex go with as we get in the front stretch here? He goes with himself! He dives it down 3 wide. He wipes Newman out of contention for now. Jimmie Johnson gets the lead at the outside, but Martin Truex is right behind him. Ryan Newman falls back to 3rd place to the clutches of Kevin Harvick. They are putting it all on the line here at Richmond. Lap 18 of 20. Jimmie Johnson leads now in that special Lowe's red vest paint scheme they use to honor employees every year. Martin Truex behind him. Can he catch him? But now Ryan Newman sits 3rd place. 4th is Kevin Harvick. Carl Edwards under attack from Kyle Busch for the last spot in the top 5. 19 of 20, only 2 laps to go. Can Truex get to the bumper of Jimmie Johnson, or is this one all over? Down the backstretch they go this time. Kevin Harvick fighting with Ryan Newman for that 3rd spot now, but up at the front, Jimmie Johnson stretching out his lead a little bit here. What does Martin Truex Jr. do here on the final lap? He has only 2 more sets of corners to try and catch Jimmie Johnson. Does he try a different line? Anything to catch Jimmie Johnson. You can't let him escape with the win, right? In the chaotic race, you can rely upon the steady hand of Jimmie Johnson. He wins at Richmond. Truex Jr. 2nd, Harvick 3rd, Newman 4th, Kyle Busch comes home 5th. Jimmie Johnson celebrates yet another hard-fought victory here in 2016, stayed up at the front and took advantage of the right time. Let's go through the day's results. Jimmie Johnson, of course, your winner. 2nd place, Martin Truex Jr. came up just short at the end. Kevin Harvick made a gradual move to the front all day. The pole sitter, Ryan Newman, still a respectful 4th place finish. Kyle Busch rounds out the top 5. Great finish from him. Denny Hamlin, Carl Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr. moves up to 8th place. Matt Kenseth came from far back in the pack up to a 9th place finish, and then Brad Keselowski. Past them, Kurt Busch falls from 2nd place all the way down to 11th. Kyle Larson, a respectable 12th place finish. Joey Logano, Paul Menard manages 14th. Casey Kane, Ryan Blaney, the highest finishing rookie in the race, gets 16th. Jamie McMurray, Tony Stewart, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who had some contact with Chase Elliott earlier, and by virtue of avoiding the wreck earlier, Michael McDowell finishes in 20th place. And finally, all these wrecked race cars that were involved in incidents. Danica Patrick, Austin Dillon, Trevor Bayne, Chris Buescher, Casey Mears, Chase Elliott, and Eric Almirola brings up the rear. Folks, it's been a fantastic time getting to Race of the Year in Richmond, and we will be with you again soon.